Joining me here in studio in person is an 8-time X Games medalist, 4 of them gold. His new film, We Are Blood, will premiere on August 13th right here in Los Angeles in conjunction with the start of the Do Tour Los Angeles stop. Man nicknamed P-Rod at P-Rod84 on Twitter, but Paul Rodriguez right here in person. Good to see you, sir.
Yeah.
How are you?
Good to see you as well. I'm fantastic.
Have you ever been in a fist fight? You ever been...
Not since I was in karate and I did like a karate tournament.
Do you want to call this person out and they'll call into the show? Clearly, that's what's going
I couldn't even tell you who it was.
So were you a karate kid growing up here in Los Angeles?
When I was real young, I was all about Bruce Lee, and I wanted to be a big action kung fu movie star.
Okay, so you had a dojo here and everything, and did you paint the fence, you know, wax the car? Did you do that?
I did a little wax on, wax off work.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good. Look at you. Well, now that's with your skateboard, clearly, or something along those lines.
Yeah, similar.
Right, and now you are one of the best at what you do in the X Games circuit, and you've launched your own skateboard deck company, Primitive Skateboarding, just last year. But you didn't get your first skateboard till you were 12? Is that a true story?
About just shy of 12, about a week or so. My birthday's on Christmas, so
okay.
My around 12th birthday.
And you just took to it, you hopped on it, and suddenly you felt something like you hadn't felt on anything?
Yeah, it's something about it it hooked me. I was really heavy into playing guitar at the time, and I wanted to be Jimi Hendrix, a great guitar player. Then I came across this skateboard. I seen some kids skating at the new school I went to, and I was just fascinated, and I told my family for Christmas, just if I can get some money and I'll go pick out my own board. And
right.
Ever since then, I haven't stopped.
And off you go. And your dad is Paul Rodriguez, the comedian, the actor and comedian.
Yeah.
So who was around the house that you met that we would know? Drop some names. I mean, just growing up.
Edward James Olmos is a guy who still is a close friend of my father. Who
well, he can stand to deliver that, man.
Yeah.
Yes, he can.
Yeah, he's a. I like
you like that?
Yes,
okay.
sir. Yeah, no, he's a great actor. You know, I got to meet Cheech when I was younger. I met him. Him and my father were pretty close.
Were you of adult age by the time you got to meet Cheech?
No, I wasn't. I was super young. I was super young.
So you met Cheech right here. Did you meet Chong? Did you meet the two of them?
I've never met Chong.
Is that right?
Yeah, never met him.
Okay. Well, maybe we could make something along those lines.
Cool.
Yeah, I know. Cool. So, and then you become as great as you have become. What is it like for you when you're on that board, Paul?
It's just like it's freedom, really. It's just there's no rules. There's no like you can't do this, can't do that. It's whatever your mind can imagine doing with this board. You can theoretically accomplish it if you're willing to try it endlessly until finally you make that one, you know? So, I don't know, it's a sense of accomplishment when you finally do that.
I've got Paul Rodriguez, 8-time X Games medalist here, his new film, We Are Blood, joining me here on The Rich Eisen Show. It'll be available on iTunes and select VOD platforms on August 14th. And in this film, you basically take viewers around the world about what skateboarding is like in different places. Is it like having an accent where people sound differently and they skate differently just because you're in different places? Is it something along those lines?
No, I would say it's kind of similar to music, where it transcends like kind of cultures and languages, where it's kind of this universally understood thing. When you fall in love with skateboarding and it becomes your lifestyle, you can go anywhere and meet any kid in the world who skates. You may not be able to directly communicate, but like you immediately have this bond, which is why we call it We Are Blood, because it's representing the bond that we all share as skateboarders across the world.
Well, we're seeing video of it for the radio audience right now, and the locations in which you went on a skateboard are quite incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, what was the wildest spot that you went on your board around the globe?
Yeah, I would say for me it was the trip to Dubai, because we had access to Dubai like nobody else has been able to do.
Meaning what?
Well, the Crown Prince, his film company, partnered with Brain Farm and brought us out there, ex-Dubai Films, and they gave us access to like Burj Al Arab, the most expensive hotel in all of the world, 50 stories high, I believe it was. There's a helicopter pad hanging off the side over the water, and they flew us up there, landed us on there, and let us just skate around this helicopter pad that's just dangling over the water. And
are you afraid of heights?
I was really nervous, but it was such a cool experience that kind of overtook the fears.
Yeah.
because you can feel the thing shaking. Like it's like wasn't like just a stable surface. Like it would like shake with the wind or when we were jumping.
You're from Los Angeles. When you're on the second floor of a strip mall, that's you can get a nosebleed for people in Los Angeles. That's as high as you usually go around.
And especially when things are shaky, we're known for earthquakes out here. I get a little nervous about that too.
No kidding.
Yeah.
So you're on top of a helipad, 50 stories high over water. This sounds like a Mission Impossible movie.
Yeah, it was pretty. They filmed it there.
Yeah,
actually.
they filmed Mission Impossible in Dubai. Yeah.
Now look at that. I just strolled right into that like a Bennett Hirschhorn sucker punch. I still cannot believe the guy who hit me 30 some odd years ago just called.
That's
incredible. Are there any brawls on the tour at all? Because we just saw Geno Smith, the Jets quarterback, get punched out by his linebacker.
Yeah.
Everybody pretty friendly on the Dew Tour? Or?
Yeah, everyone's real friendly. I mean, really, we only get punched out by our boards or the ground. You know, we take enough beatings that way, but everyone's pretty friendly in the skate world.
Yeah, what's the worst injury you've had? We were just talking. I'm terrified. I could never get on the board.
Knock on over here. Yeah, so far I've been very fortunate. No broken bones yet. Bunch of sprained ankles, cuts, bruises, strains, those type of things. But so far, so good. I'm looking to knock on some wood.
Yeah, you could just hear my head. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Because you kind of see all those videos where you see somebody wipe out, you're like, oh man, that's crazy.
Yeah,
like that's the kind of stuff that gets a lot of the clicks. Like, what's your reaction when you're with a group and you see one of your buddies? Yeah.
It's the weirdest thing when someone gets hurt and they're down and they're not saying anything. It just goes silent. Nobody says it. Everyone's just like waiting to see how this person's going to react. And if they start moving or they start getting up and walking away, then you're like, finally, oh, are you okay? But like as soon as it happens and you hit the ground and you can feel the ground vibrate, everyone's just like, oh.
Yeah.
And you just wait.
No, the NFL is the only sport where somebody gets hit in the face by a teammate.
Okay.
That's about it. I mean, NASCAR, but nobody's ever broken a jaw in NASCAR, right? I'm like just trying to think about
pit fights.
Teammates have hit each other there, but not on the Dew Tour. You guys are all chill. You guys are all chill.
We're pretty chill. It's very rare that you'd see guys scuffling.
Are you amazed at what like Tony Hawk, for people of our age, you're about the same age as me, was kind of the guy. He did a 900 at the X Games, and everyone's like, amazing.
Yeah.
And now it's 1280s, it's everything. Just in a short span of time, how much the sport has grown, how much more crazier things have gone, big airs introduced.
That's the thing about skating is that it really moves at an incredibly fast pace, especially now that the internet's so big and kids can post videos on YouTube.
Sure.
Every day, a new trick that's never been done is coming out. So then the next kid sees that, and he one-ups him. It is just going so fast, the innovation. It's really hard to keep up with.
Well,
What's something you're working on?
Yeah.
Something I'm working on?
Yeah.
You got a secret move?
I don't know about any secret move, but I'm always working on multiple moves and different obstacles. That's the fun about being a street skater. Is it's not always the exact trick. You might be the obstacle you might be skating might be the unique thing, or you might be skating a certain staircase or ledge or handrail that no one's ever done before. So there's so many different ways to kind of innovate.
Well, thanks for coming on the show, man.
Oh, my
I appreciate
pleasure.
you coming
Thank you
on and
guys.
sharing your stories. We Are Blood's going to premiere August 13th in Los Angeles, and then the day after that, iTunes and select VOD platforms for your movie. It's beautifully shot, directed by Ty Evans, and you're all over the place on planet Earth with your board.
Yeah,
and thanks
it's
for
a blessing.
Thanks for skating into our studio.
Thank you so much for having me.
Did you like the way I
appreciate
did that? Did you like the way I worked all that? No?
It was okay.
Was
Maybe
it weak?
all at 50-50.
I'm a 46-year-old man talking skateboarding. I mean, I'm trying my best. I just dated myself. A kid right around the age of my bar mitzvah just called in and talked about cold cocking me. My head is spinning. But thank you for coming onto the program.
Thank you so much.
Bet. That's
Appreciate
Paul
it.
Rodriguez at PRod84.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern. On Audience.